Hello, my name is Adam Kahn, and this is my half-assed channel. Welcome. Let me start off with my usual disclosure. I'm not a financial planner, I'm not an accountant, I'm not a lawyer. Please use any information I provide as information just for entertainment only. As usual, always reach out, ask questions, feel free to say hello. I'll provide some good information. Stay till the end because there might be some good tidbits to learn from. So today was an exciting day. I'm pretty happy to see the market starting out strong for the year. I still stand by my general philosophy, which is you want to be a buyer when people are selling, and I think people currently are pretty nervous about the economy. I think they have a lot of good reason to be nervous. I think the Fed has made it pretty clear they're going to continue to move forward, but I'll still bet with the markets, especially with how much nervousness there is out there. Really, I have a 5-10 year time horizon. So I think if I buy from people who are nervous, I outperform. I try to stick with basic, comfortable companies that are big name brands that you'd all recognize. And I try to have specific goals for money that I invest, which is what we talked about in the last video I put up. Again, there's opportunity for any type of money you want to invest. So if it's money to risk, there's options for that. If it's money to keep control of the total assets and not risk any of the principal, there are options for that as well. Tomorrow we have CPI coming out. I think if it's weak and continues to show that there's probably inflation has peaked out, it'll be hard for the Fed to ignore that data, and you could see the markets continue to go higher. I would love to see that. In some ways, I don't really want to see them skyrocket back up. But to be fair, even if the stock market skyrocketed back up, and let's go outrageous and say it made new highs, which I don't expect any of that to happen, so don't take it the wrong way. But even if that did, I don't see that stimulating inflation again. You know, if somebody had Facebook from $300 and it's now dropped to $130, or Amazon from $180 that's now at, well, after today, I think it's at like 94 or 95. But either way, let's say they get all the way back up. I don't picture the person who lost that money and then got it back now feeling so secure that they start spending and driving inflation the way that things were moving before. I think it really was a supply chain issue as well as demand coming at the same time. And a lot of the things that the Fed originally thought, even though they missed the boat on some respects, I don't think they were 100% wrong. And I think they've already mitigated that with how far they've raised the rates already. I think the slowdown's real, but the comfort is Amazon isn't going out of business. McDonald's isn't going out of business. These nice, big, long-term companies, they're still doing okay. And I think that's what the market is showing us by the price action. I still have just as much fear. I do worry that it could reverse and become very painful. I also worry that Powell and the Fed may get really stubborn as they see the markets fighting them and push too far. That being said, though, they shouldn't do that. You know, they're really just supposed to look at inflation and unemployment. Those are the two things that they're supposed to monitor. And if the inflation is subsiding, even if we're not getting to their 2% goal range, in theory, they should back off, which is what I think the markets are betting on. I know the philosophy of don't fight the Fed, but the other thing is things change always. Maybe there is a time to fight the Fed when things have changed enough that the pockets of the institutions are so deep, they might just need the volume that the Fed creates to be able to put the positions on that they put on. It's so hard for me to even fathom what it must be like to have to buy $500 million of a specific stock or this or that. You know, these companies and the volume they need to move, they really need the volume on the other end to be able to put their trades on and to get out of them. So I hope you guys enjoyed the market move today. I loved it. I like to see that the currencies are pressing their limits too before CPI comes out tomorrow. What I like in my gut is I feel like if the number comes out strong and equities and currencies both have some weakness, it feels to me like that's a buying opportunity. And if the CPI comes out weak and the markets just go higher, I don't know that I see them coming back down again. Um, I would suggest for those who are new to investing, stick with the basics of don't put too much in. Those who want to try to trade, it's a different story, and you know the risks you take the same way I do. Um, so, good luck to you. I wish you all the best. Feel free to reach out anytime. I have my opinions on everything, and I'll be happy to share them over time. See you tomorrow.